Hello, Mowerboy here. How are you all into the internet world? Coming to you live now from underneath the Thames, underneath the River Thames. I'm on the Dartford Tunnel, and it's been a 3-mile trip, 3-mile queue to get to this place, and I'm hoping it's going to speed up a bit now. But anyway, I got a deal this week, and it was one of those where you didn't mess about. You got in the car and you went, and it was well, people are going to start calling me Lionel Messi, right? Do you know why? Because I've just scored my 4th goal, my 4th Atco Balmoral 20 SK in the back. Boom. And it's a lovely one as well. Lovely one. Checked over it. The paintwork's lovely. It's clean. Carb, hunting. Put it straight in the ultrasonic after a good spray down. Undo all the jets and all that sort of stuff. Then we'll get it going nicely. I've just bought a couple of carbs actually of a guy called Jamie. Thanks, Jamie, for all the stuff you provide me, mate, on those Kawasaki's, Suffolk punches and all sorts of stuff. He gets me all sorts of, breaks them up and flogs me bits. I've just got 2 carbs coming, and they're both great, both Kawasaki carbs as well. So anyway, it wasn't just a Balmoral 20 SK. It wasn't just, oh no. It was a Scarifier as well. Lovely jubbly. But it wasn't just a Scarifier. It was a Scarifier in a box. Right, in a box. Well, look, I'm out the other side of the Dartford Tunnel, going nice and slow. It was oh dear, this is going to go downhill. I do apologise now, because something's going to happen in about a minute that is going to shock you. But anyway, so it wasn't just a Scarifier, it was a Scarifier in a box. Oh, clean it up, and it is new, hardly used. Great. And it wasn't just a Scarifier in a box and a Atco Balmoral 20 SK. No. In the garage, a lady lifted it up, passed it across to me and said, "Here you are. This is the fine cutting blade. It's been barely used." Let that sink in for a minute. A barely used fine cutting blade, or in other words, a barely used 10 blade. A barely used 10 blade, a barely used 10 blade, la 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 la, a barely used 10 blade. I'm so happy, a barely used 10 blade on a Atco Balmoral, Atco Balmoral, Atco Balmoral, Atco Balmoral 20 SK, barely used 10 blade. Marvellous. Anyway, so I'm in the car on the way home, and it's just one of those deals, really. Just wanted to break out into song, so apologies. Out of tune, never played an instrument in my life, can't sing, and but I can sing when I'm happy, can't I? So there we go. No one's stopping you, are they? And so what do we do now? Well, we drive, we get home, and we do a show and tell. I've already got a Atco Balmoral 20 SK on the market. So what that means is that until that is sold, I can use this one on my own lawn. So I'll just check to see how sharp the blades are. I might backlap them, which will take me sort of 10-15 minutes. Backlap them, get them nice and sharp, close to the bottom blade, and we're away. I'll be cutting my own lawn with an Atco Atco Balmoral 20SK, not with a barely used 10 blade though, it'll be with the 6 blade. So more to come. Right, show and tell time. Had to leave it in the car overnight, but believe me, it was locked and checked several times. But yeah, here we are. So it rained first thing, so I've left it until lunchtime to get it out to show you. And here we go. So there we go. That's the whole package. Let's start with the mower itself. Look at that steel zinc roller. That is like new. That's really, really unusual to see that. And it's not been refurbed. That's the original paint or whatever they put on it. So that's great. And also the cutting cassette, I thought was in a bad way, but I've actually just cleaned up one blade, the top there, and you can see that that's the original paint, and it's just going to clean off and shine up nicely. So I think I just need to clean that cassette and it's good to go. Obviously need to backlap sharpen it because I haven't got a lathe yet. But yeah, so Atco Balmoral 20SK with a Kawasaki engine. Here we've got the Scarifier. Now the Scarifier is an interesting story. So the guy used to own, or the lady, his parents used to own a 17, and they still had this in the box. So it was a separate sale, but I said, look, I'll buy that as well. So it's actually a 17 Scarifier, but I need about 3 or 4 of these at the minute. People are just asking for them all the time. It's getting up towards autumn, and people want to Scarify. Switch the cassette in, 3-minute job, boom. And then we've got the barely used 10 blade, and you can see this is the gauge of how often it's been sharpened, and if that screw is right in, well, then there's not much meat left on it, but it's actually quite a long way out, and I can probably say this has probably never been sharpened and hardly ever been used, because I'm hoping you're going to get this right. I'm not going to fail here. There are a few bits of chipping, but this is the original paintwork, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is running right on the bottom blade all the way across. I'm just looking there. Yeah, right on it all the way across. It's a 2006 and the mower is, gosh, I'm gonna have to get close here, 2009. That's interesting. Don't see too many 2009 versions of this particular mower, so I'm not quite sure why the two have got different dates on. Maybe the guy bought it at a later date. You know, you can buy these anytime you like. So yeah, there we are. So that is the barely used 10 blade with a Balmoral 20SK and a 17-inch Scarifier. And again, you can tell with this white here that that's never actually been used. It's got no grease on it, nothing. It's just never been put in. Quick scan across. This is my sorry looking beast that I bought, and I decided I was going to use it on my own lawn. Literally just went to use it and the pull cord came out. Now the joy of these ones is the pull cord coming off. The pull cord is right behind there. You've got to take this off, you've got to take the front panel off. I'm not sure about the back panel actually. I think you can get away with the back panel, but then you've got to unscrew it and then refit. Pain in the neck. Whereas with these ones, 1, 2, 3 screws and it's off. Simple as anything. So this one's got a tired looking pull cord here, and I'll obviously switch one of those in, but as you saw from a video I've just done, I've got a load of those stacked up spare. So this is a Balmoral one, flip a Balmoral one straight on, and you got a new one with a cord. And also I just happened to pick up a 14 SK as well recently. There's an interesting bit of writing on here. Petrol down is on, quarter past is off. I'm hoping that's Tipex and I can get it off. Oh no, I've got a little choke thing as well, that's good. If I can't get that off, I've got some spare ones of those. So yeah, so this is a sort of little mower corner. As you can see, that's the sand pit there. It's closed for the day because it's been a bit rainy. But anyway, so please like and subscribe if you've liked that, particularly if you've liked my singing. Just outside the other end of the Dartford Tunnel. I promise never to do that again. Well, never in 2023, first week in September anyway. I might do some more if I get some good comments. Let's see. Okay, all the best, folks. Love you all.